This game, we landed our spot, and we saw that Tip Top was uncon. So we got Tip Top. If you just look at our mats, 138, 98, all he needs is metal. I need like 100 more metal, right? So like, what do we need to do now? So we have good mats. We have good shield. We have mobility. We have 40 surge early in the game, but that's not a lot. So we're plus 40. And our positioning, we're on dead side, but we want to get more center. So there's two things that we can do at once. Is first farm metal, and then go to zone. And then when we go to zone, we're gonna bound to get surge when we get a good positioning. Because like all we need to do is literally get to one of these hills near Wonky Land that can oversee that forest. Just go more center because we can rotate now, even though it's later into the game because we're on dead side. So there's not really gonna be a lot of teams that can hold us. And I'm gonna show what we do instead. So I see a solo coming in, and I'm like, okay, this guy's probably gonna reboot, which I was correct, but we just wasted all of our time on this one guy instead of actually like just going to zone and playing the game. Like this literally killed our game because when we came in, we didn't have enough surge. We got 2 max pulls, and look, I'm not gonna lie, this meta is kind of ass if you get max pulls on parcels. So you need to be somewhat above. You need a cushion with surge. And we only were like 50 above. So we got hit 150 and then it was over from there. Instead of going for this guy, I should just tag them and then just let him reboot. And then we go center and just get tags that way. So here we're only 130 above. And we literally can't afford to take damage. And look, I literally have no shield. So the one thing I can't do is take damage. But look, I'm not even like properly like building, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even like covering these angles. Like what I should just do from here is literally like tarp in right here. But instead like I go down, like I just don't build enough. Getting tagged once, okay, that happens. But look, first of all, there could have been a guy on this wall. Could have got boxed. Second of all, I'm not blocking any of these angles. And now I'll get cracked. Literally all I have to do is where my teammate is at and make like another box like this way, and then we're in. But because I take this damage, and it's only like 70 damage that I took, this damage is the difference because we start getting lobbied. I use all my builds, then the team above us starts fighting us because it's easier to fight a team below you than above. And yeah, this is what cooks our game, and we died a surge. The mistake I make here is I got 97 builds. I'm solo clutching, so I got crazy builds. I can actually clutch like decent points here, right? And as you can see, 16 teams, 19 people. So there's so many solos. And as I drop here, I don't cover the most important angles. Well, first of all, I didn't cover my tops. I didn't even look at height one time. So I should have covered my tops before dropping down here because I do think dropping down is important because I'm going to be second height. So first, that's the first thing. I didn't cover my tops. Next is when I drop down here, first of all, my back is exposed. And also, these two guys are like my biggest threats. Like this guy could have been looking at me and this guy was looking at me. So what I should have done is when I drop down here is like place wall. What I could have done is just go on top of his box because he didn't have a floor. So just go on top of his box, place a floor, and then just get in. That's a really good strategy because going in between these guys kind of sucks. You're going in between two people that can easily box you. All they have to do is just place a wall, then box you. So that's not the best like place to go. I think definitely going on top of the builds is the best play. But what happens is I don't place a wall here. Like I decide to go in the middle. I don't place a wall. And then he places the wall. I get stuck. And then, yeah, I die. So that could have been a really good soul clutch, but I choked. So here I go for a refresh, but I don't block my bag. So then I end up dying. So I see this guy. I'm just like jumping in mindset at this point because we don't got mats. I block him with this wall, but I didn't see his teammate. Like, obviously, if you're watching this replay, you're like, bro, how do you not see his teammate? But, like, in the moment, I didn't see him. And, like, the thing is, right, I'm insta editing here. I'm not even worried about anything else because I feel like if I don't insta edit on this guy, he's just going to edit down. And then we're going to lose the kill. So that's why I didn't block my back. But the right play is probably block my back. Even though I don't know he's here, a duo could just be looking at me and I just die in the backs and then nothing even matters. So if I place these walls, then go for this edit, first of all, this guy breaks the wall, so then he holds the wall. So like he gets hella lucky, but yeah, if I would have blocked like the other angles, I would have killed him. Because like let's say this team just goes front and they just sees me fighting backside and they just kill me. So then even if I kill the guy, it's all for nothing because I'm not blocking any of the angles, and yeah, that's why I died. So here I make top 5 most retarded plays of 2026. So the idea is not bad. What I'm trying to do, right? So I'm basically seeing this shit, and I'm like, okay, we have to be one of the first teams to go, and it pulls up. But I'm not trying to like tank right now, so I'm gonna land early, and I'm gonna jetpack twice, and I'm gonna get like back here. That was my plan, right? But the problem is, I'm gonna go to my gameplay now, is I see this team, like last second, I see that team, and I'm literally going straight into them. As soon as I see this, I should just dive into the fucking water. Who cares if I land in the water and I have to use a couple more builds to like whatever, right? But instead, like I literally just full send it. Like obviously he's gonna be right there. I'm going straight into the trajectory, and then I'm just in his box, and then he does the most controller 180 ever, and he kills me. And it's like how am I dying there? You know what I'm saying? I don't think the plan was bad. It's just like, I don't want to land over there. I want to land right here. So then we can jetpack twice. I should literally just land it here when I saw them that we were going to intersect at some point. We ended up getting 202nd in Division 2 in the 5th session. And again, we failed to make Div 1 after I was Div 1 last chapter. And one of the biggest reasons why we did bad this time was we just had no loot going into endgame. We never had shield. And I tried to compensate with that by trying to get into POIs, and that wasted a lot of time. And yeah, we would just go into endgame with 4 minis and a med kit, and both 150 shield each. And then once we got beamed once, we didn't have enough surge because we tried to compensate, like I said, by going into POI, so we didn't get as many tags as usual. And overall, it was just a really bad tournament. And like, the fishing nerf really hurt us because it used to be 50% shield fish, 50% flopper from the shield, from the fishing spots, and we had like 9 fishing spots next to our POI, so we would often go to those fishing holes to get our shield, but now it's like a 33% chance, and even that I don't think is true at all. We get like 3 to 4 shieldfish from 10 fishing holes. Like, how is that even possible? So it's like more like 15%, I can't lie, or we were just getting unlucky, so it's not really reliable. And yeah, that's why we were just doing bad. And I don't think the spot is really viable off spawn. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty rough tournament. And that was day 103.